A campus trying to heal. I'm Chris Smith, in for David Weiss, with the news that matters. A candlelight vigil was held last night at Virginia Tech University. Thousands turned out to mourn the loss of 32 students and staff members massacred on Monday morning. 23-year-old South Korean-born student Chao Shung-wi allegedly began his shooting spree at 7:15 a.m., where he shot 2 students in a dormitory. 2.5 hours later, 31 others were killed while locked inside a classroom. Cho then turned a gun on himself. At least 17 other students were treated for gunshot wounds and other injuries. Virginia State Policeman Colonel W. Stephen Flattery recovered 2 legally purchased weapons.
A 9mm handgun as well as a .22 caliber handgun. Investigators have traced these weapons and confirmed that Cho did legally purchase these weapons in accordance with Virginia law.
Virginia Governor Tom Kean says there will be a thorough investigation into the incident.
There will be a very thorough after-action report of the event and the response. The university has asked me to appoint independent law enforcement expertise to assist in that effort.
Utah's Republican Senator Robert Bennett echoed the nation's sentiment.
It comes as an enormous shock and a sense of horror to discover that a single student can be sufficiently disturbed to vent all of his demons in such a manner.
Cho had written Ismail Axe on his arm in red ink before the shooting. A rambled note left behind raged against women and rich kids. One chilling line read, "You caused me to do this." It is the deadliest campus shooting in U.S. history. AT&T says ciao to Italy's largest telecommunications firm. San Antonio-based AT&T Incorporated ended negotiations to acquire Olympia Spa, a part of Telecom Italia, citing possible regulatory difficulties. Now, as we continue, Van Halen off to the races. Rocker Eddie Van Halen will serve as an honorary official during a NASCAR race at the Phoenix International Speedway. The guitarist will unveil a limited edition Stratocaster guitar series and greet drivers during the weekend's events. This is Van Halen's first public appearance since entering rehab. Eddie's issues was a factor in the cancellation of a proposed summer tour with frontman David Lee Roth. Well, Tennessee Titans fans will be holding their collective breath that the traditional Madden curse does not happen this year. Why? Because their second-year star QB, Vince Young, will grace the cover of the new John Madden 2008 NFL video game. Whether it's a curse or a coincidence, recent players featured on the cover were injured the same year they appeared. You have to go all the way back to 2001 when former Titan Eddie George dodged the dreaded curse. And finally, our new feature, Today in History. In 1959, Buddy Holly's It Doesn't Matter Anymore
Baby, we'll say we're through and you won't matter anymore
hit number 1 on the UK pop singles chart. In 1977, Steve Miller Band's Fly Like an Eagle
I want to fly like an eagle till I'm free
was certified gold. Miller was also featured in People magazine. In 1987, Steve Winwood's Finer Things peaked at number 8 on the pop singles chart. And in 2003, Kiss and Aerosmith announced plans for a co-heading tour. I'm Chris Smith, in for David Weiss, and that's the news that matters.